What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new reaction, and today we're watching the don'ts of visiting London. Now, to me and most Americans, London is like the one place we really want to go when we visit the UK, just because it's one of the biggest tourist attractions probably in the world. But like me, I know London is definitely not all the UK has to offer, but when I do go over there, I still want to go to London and like get the experience. Because I feel like if you go to the UK and you don't go to London, I feel like you're missing out. Like, it's part of the UK, you still want that experience and see all the super famous places in London and all of that. But just like everywhere else in the world, there's some stuff you just don't do. And my boy Mark from Walter's World is about to tell us the don'ts of visiting London. So we're about to get into it. If you're already new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 100K. Once you do me in a UK themed tattoo, drop a like if you want to see more reactions like this. Also, drop some tattoo ideas down in the comments. And if y'all know any don'ts or do's of visiting London that maybe he doesn't mention in the video, let me know down in the comments. This is valuable information to me, okay? But other than that, let's get into it.
Hey there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Walter's World, and today we're in London. Yep, there's the Parliament behind me. And today what I have for you are a few don'ts of visiting London. Because we always have the things you should do when you go places. Now I'm going to give you the things you don't do when you go to London.
Bro, I like this channel, and I like this guy because, like, there's other videos on here that can say the don'ts of visiting London, and they're making a video in their office like me or something. But he literally goes to the place and is like, okay, I'm here. Let me tell you what not to do.
And the first thing you don't want to do is don't forget to look right. The biggest thing that gets tourists when they're here is they walk into traffic thinking, oh, I look left, then right, then left, and I'll be fine. Wrong. They drive on the other side of the road here, people. So that means the cars will be coming from the right. So look right and then left and then right. Otherwise, I hope you didn't forget to get your insurance, because bam, you're gonna get hit. So that's...
See, regardless, you should still like look both ways before you cross the road. But he said that, I think in like a few videos ago, I reacted to one of his videos, and he said that, and like, that's one of the smartest things ever, because like, that's something I would not have thought of. Like, and like, normal tourists wouldn't have thought of that either, but you do need to look right first. That's
the first don't. The second don't we have is don't forget to tap out your Oyster card. Look, public transportation in London is expensive. And if you're going to be taking the tube a lot, you know, £3 for one ride, that's like $5. That €4 or $5. That's a lot of money. So what you want to do is get an Oyster card, which will make it cheaper to ride, so it's like half price. But the thing is, you tap in to get in, but also you have to tap when you get out. Otherwise, they'll charge you like a super mega fee, like you went out to an airport or something and came back and eat up all your money. So don't forget to tap out. The third don't of coming to London is don't think that this is England. London is an international city, and you've got people from all over the world. So you got great Chinese food, you got great American food, great Mexican food. You got people from all over that work here, live here, have children here. This is a super international city. I mean, for me, it's the most international city in Europe, with all the different people that come here and mix and stuff and match and have a great time, but also work and live. And the thing is, people come expecting the Downton Abbey kind of England, Britain kind of stuff. London isn't like that. London is a vibrant, modern city of true Europe. Because
London kind of reminds me of like the New York City of America. Like, there's just so much there, and like so many people want to visit it. But it's not like New York City doesn't represent all of America, and like just like London doesn't represent all of the UK.
All the people coming from all over Europe to work here. So don't think that it's just England here. It is so much more than that. But don't worry, you can still have your high tea at 4, and you can have your picture in the phone booth and those kind of things, and wave at the Queen and see the change of the guard. They do have those really good English things, but don't think it's just England here. This is an international city. And that leads to the fourth don't. Don't just eat at the pubs when you come here. Ooh. Yes, you do need to eat at the pubs, whether you're going to have a beef burger or you're going to have a steak and kidney pie or bangers and mash, all these really typical English foods. But the thing is, London gives you the opportunity to explore. Remember I talked about all those different nationalities here? There's that many nationalities of restaurants as well, and you have fantastic restaurants here in London. And the thing is, this place is expensive. But the difference between expensive and not as expensive and medium price ones aren't that much, so you can actually eat a decent meal, go a little bit higher and have the better version of the meal than other places, so there is that. And that kind of goes in with the fifth don't we have is, don't expect to go home with a lot of money in your wallet, okay?
Hey, planning a trip to the UK, into London or whatever, you already ain't gonna have a lot of money. Especially from America to the UK, bro, it's so expensive. Like, I've been looking at flights and everything, and like, it's rough. Your boy needs to make a lot more videos.
It is expensive. The hotels, the transport I was talking about, some of the museums. I mean, I remember when I went to Madame Tussauds with the conversion rate, it was $50 to go in.
Dang.
That's why I'm never really promoting it very much to go there. And you can really spend a lot of money when you're here, hitting the pubs and getting a beer for £4 or £5. That's like $7 or $8.
Hey, that's nothing. My girlfriend just got back from Las Vegas. She went with like her sister or whatever, and they were down there. And she said they were down there by the pool and like hanging out. A beer in Las Vegas was $25. That's US dollars. I'll put whatever it is in pounds right here. Yeah, for one beer, and then it's $25 for every refill. No, that's ridiculous.
It adds up really quick, especially when you got a nice day like today. You're going to be out with the pubs, having some drinks with your friends or some of the locals you meet here. And just know this is not a cheap experience, so don't expect to go home with a lot of money.
I mean, that's every vacation, though. Like, I never go on vacation expecting to save money.
That's why I say for number 6, don't forget about the free stuff. There's a lot of great free museums and free things to do here in London. My favorite, the British
Free is my favorite word.
Museum. It's free to go. You can see the Rosetta Stone, how they figured out how to read hieroglyphics. You can go see, you know, the sarcophagi of the Egyptian pharaohs. You can see the Greek stuff. You can see all kinds of things from all over the world there. And it's one of the coolest museums you can go to. And whether you're young or old, you will love it. It is just that awesome a museum. But there's not just that. Yes, going and seeing Big Ben and Parliament, just going by like, wow, you know, you have that kind of vacation moment. Look, kids, Big Ben, Parliament. You can't help yourself getting in awe because you walk around here and you see so many sights that you've seen in movies and all kinds of stuff that it really makes you go, oh, look, there's the globe. Yes, it costs a lot of money to go in, but it's free to look out from the outside.
Facts.
Go watch the
yeah, we can't go in there, kids, but hey, there it is. You've seen it.
Changing of the guard in the morning, you know, at Buckingham Palace. There's all kinds of cool free stuff, so don't miss out on that.
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't always have to spend a lot, okay? Yes, sometimes it's worth the money. Going to Westminster Abbey and paying to go in there, that is worth the money. Other things might not be. Now, my 7th don't is don't expect to get anywhere on a Sunday morning. This is for my European travelers that are going to be using Ryanair and EasyJet, and they're going to have those early morning flights, you know, like 6 a.m. from Stansted or something like that. Sunday mornings in London, it seems like it's when they're always doing construction on a train track or maintenance on a tube line or things like that. And the tube lines and stuff like that might not be working, or you might not be able to get to the tube to connect to the train and those kind of things.
Well, that's like here in Kentucky. Sunday mornings from about 6 in the morning to pretty much like lunchtime, so like noon. You don't go anywhere, like, because that's when everybody's out and about. They're going to church, leaving church, going out to eat, whatever. So like Sunday mornings here in Kentucky, they're just as busy as I guess Sunday mornings in London.
So if you have a chance, choose a flight later in the day on Sunday to fly out. I'm actually flying out on a Sunday here, and I got a 2:30 flight because I knew if I took that 8 o'clock in the morning flight, I might end up taking a taxi out to Stansted for £100, okay? Now the thing is, if you want, you know, save money in terms of those airports, a lot like TerraVision, there's other kinds of other bus companies that'll go between the airports. They might go from Victoria Station, but you still have to get there, and getting that cab at 5 in the morning or 4 in the morning from, you know, from Greenwich to there, that can add up as well.
See, another thing, Sunday mornings in Kentucky, we don't really have traffic, but we get traffic because of the Amish buggies. Because Sunday morning, they're going to church too, so like, the one thing you gotta look out for here in Kentucky is the Amish buggies, because they will slow everything down, I promise you.
It costs more than your cheap flight ticket, okay? So be careful with that. The 8th don't I have is don't mess up with the queuing. Look, Brits and English people in general are very much polite, straightforward people. Your please and thank yous and your sorries. Make sure you bring your manners, but especially when it comes to queuing or forming a line, the Brits love their lines and they follow their lines. And if you get out of line or try to button line or cut in line, ooh, you will suffer the ire of the Brits, okay, of the Londoners. So make sure you do mind your P's and Q's, and also the P's and Q's meaning what you say, but also the Q, the line, okay?
One of these days, I hope America adopts that, and like we all can stand in line, like a nice straight line. That's all I want. Like I want to take like somebody from the UK to like one of our amusement parks and let y'all see these lines. It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
Those are my don'ts of visiting London. What are some things you recommend that tourists don't do when they are here?
Hey, shout out to Walter's World. Y'all always make some of the best videos. He's really entertaining. He always has some of the best knowledge. So shout out to Mark and Walter's World. But alright guys, that is going to do it for the don'ts of visiting London. He had a lot of good tips in there, a lot of good tricks. Y'all let me know some things that maybe y'all know that he didn't say down in the comments. And if y'all want to see more reactions like this, let me know by hitting that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 100K once we do me in a UK theme tattoo. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure I go out today, spread love, spread kindness, do something nice for somebody today. I love you guys so much, I really do. JT Reaction, I'm out. Peace.